everyone, this is our report. The topic today is all about airline policy system. I'm with Ronaldin Balingatan and Lorenzo Romo.
Short details about the country. Ireland is an island nation on the westernmost edge of Europe. It is the continent's second largest island after the Great Britain. The Republic of Ireland occupies 80% of this landmass, while a large chunk of land in the north is a part of the United Kingdom. Second, Ireland is known for its wide expanses of lush green fields. In fact, its nickname is the Emerald Isle, but there are also large areas of rocky landscape. About 15,000 years ago, Ireland was completely covered by thin glaciers. The movement of these giant sheets of ice stripped the soil, leaving huge tracts of flat limestone pavement. Third, the mainlands and west coast of Ireland are dotted with damp peat bogs, the soggy remains of dried-up Asian lakes left by the glaciers. Ireland's highlands rise mainly in the southwest, often ending the sheer cliffs that plunge thousands of feet into the Atlantic Ocean. People and culture of the country. Ireland is the nation of storytellers. The tradition dates back to Celtic bards who would record and recite the country's history. Many famed writers come from Ireland, including four winners of the Nobel Prize for Literature. The Irish also excel in the music and sports. Nature. The Irish have a great affection for nature and rural life. The country first coins even featured pictures of animals. Low levels of development and pollution in Ireland have left most of the nation's open space relatively undisturbed.
The Taoiseach is the leader of the political party with the most parliament members. For most of history, Ireland's economy has been based on farming and agriculture, but since the late 1950s, government efforts to attract business have turned the country from one of the Europe's poorest nations to its second wealthiest. The amazing turnaround earned Ireland the nickname Celtic Tiger. Overview of Ireland. Name of police agency Angarda Shoshana, while in the Philippines is Philippine National Police. Department of Ireland. Southern Ireland is Ministry of Justice, Law and Equality. Northern Ireland is Northern Ireland Policing Board, while the Philippines is Department of Interior and Local Government. Ranks. The highest rank of Ireland is Garda. The lowest rank is Commissioner, while in the Philippines, the highest rank is Police General and the lowest rank is Battalion. Motto of Ireland, working with communities to protect and serve, while in the Philippines is to serve and protect. Type of law enforcement, centralized. Same for Philippines. Estimated strength 4,708, including 458 reserves in. Brief history. 70s. In 786, Dublin Police established. In 1787, baronial police formed to police the remainder of Ireland or outside Dublin. In 1814, Peace Preservation Force created by Sir Robert Peel. In 1822, establishment of the County Constabulary. 1832, Revenue Police formed to enforce excise laws. 1835, three police forces created in Dublin, Belfast, and London or Derry. Another 18s,
In 1836, the county constabulary forces were merged into a new centralized constabulary of Ireland. In 1857, Revenue Police and Irish Constabulary merged. In 1867, Queen Victoria prefixes Irish Constabulary with Royal. In 1867, Royal Irish Constabulary. Queen Victoria granted the right to use the insignia of the Most Illustrious Order of Saint Patrick, the Harp, Crown, and Shamrock. Earliest 90s, RIC approached 11,000 men or 70% Catholic. In 1920, Royal Irish Constabulary Reserve Force created Lock and Tons. In 1920, Ulster Special Constabulary formed or B Specials. Crest of the new forces. Angarda Shoshana. In 1925, Dublin Metropolitan Police merged with Angarda Shoshana. In 1939, Antaka Shoshana created the Auxiliary Garda Force to support during the war years. In 1959, women allowed to join. In 1963, Garda College established at the Temple Moor, Tipperary. In 2006, is Garda Reserve established. Royal Ulster Constabulary. In 1930, Traffic Branch formed. In 1943, women allowed to join. In 1969, British Army deployed to Northern Ireland. 1969, Hunt Inquiry bring change in the RUC. These special are abolished. In 1969, first police officer shot in the Troubles. In 1999, the Patent Report, 175 recommendations about policy in Northern Ireland, evokes a provision that 50% of all new recruits to the RUC must be Catholic. The target is set that by 2010, 30% full-time police officers will be from the Catholic community. In 1998, just 8.3% of full-time police officers were Catholic. 2001. On November 4, 2001, RUC ceases to exist. The Police Service of Northern Ireland is formed. PSNI. 2007. From August 1, the British Army military operation finished when responsibility for security passed to the PSNI. 2008, 23.71% of full-time PSNI officers are Catholic. Short history of police system. In Southern Ireland, a new police force, the Civic Guard, later Garda Síochána, was formed. In Northern Ireland, the Royal Ulster Constabulary was established on June 1, 1922 as the police force for Northern Ireland. Traffic Corps. The Traffic Corps' main area of responsibility is ensuring the free movement of traffic and enforcement of all aspects of traffic legislation. The Guardia Traffic Corps use a wide range of vehicles ranging from motorcycles to patrol cars and 4x4 jeeps. National Bureau of Criminal Investigation or NBCI. The unit is responsible for the investigation of serious and organized crime nationwide and consists mainly of detectives who are generally senior investigators. Another, Garda National Drug Unit is or GNDU. This specialized unit investigates domestic and international drug trafficking. Its focus is to dismantle drug networks involved in importation and distribution. Another, Criminal Assets or Criminal Asset Bureau or CAB. The Criminal Asset Bureau is a specialist Garda unit established in 1996, which investigates the proceeds of crime, its beneficiaries, and associated criminal behavior. The CAB is widely known for its tackling of gangland crime and associated individuals that operate in the crime world. Garda Bureau of Fraud Investigation or GBFI, informally known as the Garda Fraud Squad, this is a specialized division of Ireland National Police Force, the Garda Síochána, that investigate financial crimes. Garda Technical Bureau. This is the longest established specialist unit in the Garda Síochána. The Bureau comprises of a number of sections, each providing specialist service to the Garda Síochána. Administration, ballistics, fingerprinting, forensic document examination, forensic liaison office, mapping, photography. Garda Public Order Unit, commonly known as the Garda Riot Squad, is a unit of the Garda Síochána that deals with public disorder including riots and protests. Regional Support Unit or RSU. RSU are Specialist Armed Response Units of an Garda Síochána. Based in all 6 Garda regions in the country, Garda RSU officers carry a combination of lethal firearms and non-lethal weapons. Crime and Security Branch, also known as C3, it is responsible for the administration of national security, counter-terrorism, and serious crime investigations within the Garda Síochána. It consists of the following units. Emergency Response Unit or ERU. The Garda ERU provides the highest tier of firearms response to Irish law enforcement, specializing in weapon topics, counter-terrorism, execution of high-risk mission, crisis negotiation, hostage rescue, and coast protection, among other roles. National Surveillance Unit or NSU. Members of the unit are specially trained and selected detective guards who are tasked to remain covert wheels on and off duty, tracking suspected criminals, terrorists, and hostile foreign spies operating in Ireland. The unit's detectives are routinely armed. The National Surveillance Unit is understood to possess a manpower of approximately 100 officers and is considered to be the most secretive arm of the force. Operational Support Unit, formerly Special Services, is a Operational Support Unit, formerly Special Services, is a section of the Garda Síochána responsible for providing support services to policing in Ireland. It comprises of the following specialized units. Garda Mounted Support Unit. The mounted unit or horseback is based on Phoenix Park in Dublin. The mounted unit is advantageous for its higher visibility over crowds of people. It is therefore commonly used as a measure of crowd control or to maintain public order at large-scale events such as matches or parades. The mounted unit is also hugely beneficial in search and rescue operations for their ability to cover raw terrain quickly. Garda Water Unit. The water unit exists to assist the Garda Síochána in both diving and surface operations. Diving operations include searching for and recovery of missing of person and evidence, conducting security searches in water and confined space savers. The unit also conducts surface patrol, which encompass maritime safety, maritime legislation enforcement, and security patrol. Organizational structure. The service is headed by the Garda Commissioner, whose immediate subordinates are 2 deputy commissioners in charge of policing and security and governance and strategy respectively. Chief Administrative Officers with responsibility for resource management, personnel, finance, information, and communications technology and accommodation. There's an assistant commissioner for each of the four geographical regions, along with a number dealing with other national support functions. Recruitment. General recruitments. To be eligible for selection as a trainee, an applicant must be a good character, be certified by the registered medical practitioners nominated by the commissioner after consultation with the minister to be in good health, of sound constitution and suited physically and mentally to performing the duties of a member of the service. Have passed a physical competence test. Be 18 years of age but not yet 35 years of age on midnight of the April 24, 2019. Therefore, you must have been born between April 25, 1984 and April 24, 2001. Be a national of a European Union member state or be a national of a European Economic Area state or the Swiss Confederation or be a refused under the Refuse Act 1996 or have had a period of 1 year's continuous residence in state on the closing date of the advertisement for the competitions for the vacancy to which the admission relates, and during the 8 years immediately preceding the period has had a total residence in state amounting to 4 years. Recruitment has been granted subsidiary protection or is a family member of such a person in compliance with Admission and Appointments Regulation 2013. Have at the closing date. Obtain an Irish Living Certificate with a grade D3 minimum in 5 subjects at ordinary level. Hold a Level 5 certificate major award on the National Framework of Qualification or NFQ. Hold a recognized qualification at level 5 or greater, deemed comparable to the above in terms of both level and volume of learning as determined by Quality and Qualifications Ireland or QQI, and must have a proven proficiency in two languages, one of which must be Irish or English. Such competency may be proven by achieving the relevant grades in an Irish Living Certificate or for English or Irish through such assessment as set out by the Public Appointment Service. The continents and scoring mechanism to be used at assessments, written and oral, will be determined by the Public Appointment Service or PAS. The Garda Trainee Selection Process. Trainees undergo training at the Garda Síochána College. It is the education and training college of the Garda Síochána Irish Police Service. It is located at Macan Barracks, Templemore, County Tipperary in Ireland. The training program for Recruit Gardaí remains similar to that conducted in the Phoenix Park, which provided for 18 weeks training before being allocated to the Garda station. After 1 year on the job, each recruit Garda returned to Templemore for a 1 month refresher course. The subjects studied were police studies, Irish, and physical studies, consisting of physical training, drill, swimming, and first aid. Another, following a major examination of all training in the Garda Síochána, a new 2 year student or probationer education training program was introduced for training Gardaí in April 1989. A major building program saw the facilities developed and modernized to the most up-to-date standards in Europe, in the name of the institution changed from the Garda Training Center to the Garda College. Many with an interest in Garda Síochána have ambitions to work in specialist unit within the force which deal with tackling crimes such as fraud, forensics, drugs, gangland crime, etc. One must usually complete 3 years of service as a regular uniformed Garda before being considered to serve on a specialist crime unit or for promotion up the ranks, with each section having its own selection procedures. Firearms or weapon or equipment in Ireland. Garda Síochána Emergency Response Unit armed with an submachine gun on duty in Dublin. Uniform. The current Garda operational uniform was designed to meet the needs of the organization at all levels and came on stream in 2006. The design of this uniform followed extensive research into the best practice and international standards in uniform production. It presents a smart and contemporary look as well as an operational uniform. Garda members also have a formal uniform. The formal uniform is worn as directed by the Garda Commissioner or on formal occasions. These occasions would include formal parades, cards of honor, and function hosted by the President and Taoiseach or foreign ambassadors. The high visibility jacket is a very important part of protective equipment. The jacket is designed to provide a high level of visibility when a Garda is on outdoor duty, especially at nighttime and when on traffic-related duties. The official issue clip-on tie is worn at all times when on duty in uniform. The waterproof jacket can be worn with a separate fleece. The ballistic or anti-stab vest is a vital part of equipment issued to members of An Garda Síochána for their personal protection. The official Garda belt is worn with uniform cruisers at all times. Another in uniform. The operational uniform consists of Garda cap, shirt, tie, epaulets, ballistic vest, cruisers or skirt, belt, waterproof jacket and fleece, waterproof trousers, utility belt, footwear, and gloves. A Garda epaulet displays his or her shoulder number, which is assigned according to division and is unique to each member. Members are issued with two types of cap, one for wearing with their operational uniform and one for wearing with formal uniform. Garda caps have chin straps to keep caps in place in windy conditions. Official boots are worn with operational uniform on outdoor duty. Rank of Southern Ireland. This is the rank and insignia of Ireland. Rank: Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, Assistant Commissioner, Surgeon, Chief Superintendent, Superintendent, Inspector, Sergeant, Garda, Garda Reserve, Student, Student Reserve. The Irish name of Commissioner:
Commissioner,
Deputy Commissioner,
Leah's Commissioner,
Assistant Commissioner,
Pentwar Commissioner,
Sergeant,
Main Leah,
Chief Superintendent,
Argenford,
Superintendent,
Cianford,
Inspector,
Sigir,
Sergeant,
Saracen,
Garda Reserve,
Garda Ionade,
Student,
Maclean Garda,
Student Reserve,
Maclean Ionade,
max number of rank and insignia. Commissioner is 1, Deputy Commissioner is 3, Assistant Commissioner is 12, Sergeant is 1, Chief Superintendent 53, Superintendent 191, Inspector 390, Sergeant 2,460, Garda 12,500. And this is the insignia. Police rank and its equivalent to PNP rank. Garda rank structure in descending order: Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, Assistant Commissioner, Chief Superintendent, Superintendent, Inspector, Sergeant, Garda, and Reserve Garda. PNP ranks in equivalence to Garda ranks: Police General, Police Lieutenant General, Police Major General, Police Brigadier General, Police Lieutenant Colonel, Police Lieutenant, Police Executive Master Sergeant, Patrol or Patrolwoman. The current head of Garda Sushana. The Garda Commissioner is appointed by the Government of Ireland Cabinet. On the recommendation of the Minister of Justice and Equality, the current Garda Commissioner is Drew Harris, former Deputy Chief Constable of the PSNI, who took office on September 3, 2018. His term length is 5 years. Comparison between PNP and Garda Shoshana. As we observed through the Garda Shoshana, they have the same principles and core function just like the PNP. Both were working to the betterment of community policing. Although Garda is much more efficient in reducing the fear of crime and working in partnership with communities, which are the keys to making a positive difference and improving quality of life for all citizens. This is observed by making their police service as an unarmed one. Though some high-ranking politicians in the Philippines are already campaigning into the disarming of PNP personnel during operations, we include that we are not still unto that level of conformity just like the guardians of peace in Ireland. Other details: there is no quota return as any aspect of organizational management are an element in the measurements of the performance of that organization in achieving its aims and objectives, and equally are required to inform strategy, thus ensuring that plans and initiatives formulated in any particular area of endeavor are informed, relevant, and deliverable. Field Training Program. The Trainee Garda or Provisionary Training Program is delivered over 104 weeks leading to a BA in Applied Policing. The initial period of 34 weeks, which includes 2 weeks leave, comprises a block period at the Garda College. The training assignment will be for a period of 32 weeks or for such shorter or extended period as the Commissioner of Garda Shoshana may determine. Please note that 2 weeks leave is subject to operational demands and the exigencies of the Garda organization at that given time. The remainder of training takes place predominantly at selected Garda division with a specific period of tuition, built in an annual leave included at specific times. The program will be delivered using a problem-based learning approach. For the duration of the program and behind, trainees enter a contract of employment with Garda Shoshana. Garda Shoshana. There is more information about reporting a crime to the Gardaí in our document on victims of crime and Garda Shoshana. Gender Sensitivity Program to avoid an advertent gender discrimination.